1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. It is I, Tom.
And Galen.
And, this little muffin top over here, Disco. And we are here to administer your 15 minutes of FUME. So, it's basically summer now.
Yes, suddenly this summer.
Suddenly this summer, we are skanked, we are tanked. I wish I was tranked. And we are, behind in some respects. We're here today to smell the recent Lunacy Mènage à Trois plus Blackberry Moon. Someone asked recently about if we were going to do videos for shungas, because we never did that. And you know what? I would say at this point we stand a fair chance of doing that thing.
It could happen.
It really could happen. It has almost happened several times.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into that time of year where we have to keep everything off while filming, including the air conditioner, so that means our videos must be a bit shorter if they are to be survivable, because we'll just start,
It's not fun.
schwitzing. So we're going to have to try to get a good system of hammering out some wonderful, high-quality, outrageously fun, shorter videos.
Yes.
It's the shorter videos time of year. I guess in the meantime, we've got 5 perfumes to smell today. Relatively small flight of Mènage à Trois perfume blends, plus the 1 Blackberry Moon. Where would you like to begin?
I think we should do Blackberry Moon first.
Oh my gosh, that is exact the opposite of what I was thinking, but I love the way your mind works, so why not?
Let's start with the moon.
Let's do it! Okay, so the Blackberry Moon artwork, first of all, beautiful artwork by Drew Rausch. Beautiful zombie hand martini glass. It's like almost like tiki artwork, but it's also Night of the Living Dead. Also, there's fruit in it, so
Yeah.
For those who don't
Tiki
know,
zombie.
for those who don't know our system, if you hear snuffling, squeaking, sharp cries, or there's camera movement, it's because there's a small dog roaming around.
Yeah.
He can hear us talking. He knows something's happening that he's not privy to, and
He chooses to distract himself against the very tools that we are using.
Yes, and as an extension, he distracts the rest of us.
Yeah.
What a darling. So the set notes for Blackberry Moon are: a thorn-scratched stain of sweet purple-black pulp, a tangle of bright green leaves, touched with amber and russet musk, a dribble of blackberry wine, and hints of green tea, Italian bergamot, patchouli root, and wild fig.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a lot. I have smelled this a little bit, and it's funny because that blackberry note, I love it. I loved the blackberry and oud duet that we did. This doesn't strike me as terribly different because that blackberry note is just front and center.
It is. That's kind of like all I'm really getting right now.
It's a beautiful, dark, velvety, smooth, fruity blast. I find it so soothing, which is why I wore that blackberry oud to death. Should find out where that is. Fascinating. There is, I am getting the wine a bit in this.
Yes, the wine I also get. It has it kind of blends well with the blackberry though, so it's like a blackberry wine smell.
Right.
It is literally a blackberry wine in the description, right?
Returning to what I said, yes, blackberry wine. Yes, so first off, right out of the bottle, you're looking into you're into a blackberry wine situation here, which shouldn't be that surprising because
you ordered this.
Right. So I want to smell. I want the fig. I want the leaves. I want all of the kind of subtle notes, and I'm not really sure if they're going to be able to crawl out from under the, blackberry bell jar that has descended over this collection of notes. I'm getting something. There is something kind of grassy in it. That's what I'm getting. And there's the tea scent also. It's funny to have tea and wine, 2 libations in the same perfume. Because it's I can smell them separately but not together. If I'm looking for the tea, I can find the tea. If I'm looking for the wine, I can find the wine. And if I look for them both, my brain is what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Is that matching your experience?
Yeah.
Sometimes we're on the same page.
weird how you can like turn your nose blind to another
Yes.
beverage.
Yes. It's like my nose is in the like rat maze of my brain, just like trying to like find a path. You know, my brain is a rat maze.
My nose is in the rat brain of...
You just said rat brain. That's a Freudian slip. You think I have a rat brain. I don't even take that as an insult. I think rats are lovely. Extremely trainable animals. Brain. Perhaps I do have a rat brain.
What of it? Fiat.
I do like, I mean, there is a kind of like a green creeping greenness.
The green leaves blends with the tea.
Nestled
kind
together.
Of quality. So there is that kind of herbal, grassy greenery in it.
I want to connect with the fig, and I'm not really finding it, but I don't doubt that it's in there, and that maybe this is the kind of thing where, like, an hour from now, it would be like, you know, especially because the Gomorrah general catalog scent that I love is like an herbal fig, and dark herbal fig, and maybe I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, this tracks with my beloved Gomorrah. Or maybe
actually, I do kind of smell the fig, I think.
There's like
maybe we just talked about it so much that I'm like...
This has a mellow, earthy sweetness, but because of the notes listed, it's hard to figure out like which of them in concert are providing that experience. Because mellow, earthy sweetness is kind of part of the Blackberry's repertoire anyway. Am I wrong?
No.
It is like a beautiful, like kind of weird, dark, shady summertime scent. Which some of you may already be smelling, so I'm curious to hear if you can smell some of these other things that I'm not catching. It might already be out there. We released it a moment ago. It's been a moment. Someone might have it.
Someone definitely has it.
Oh, because you've been shipping.
I've been shipping.
Shipping goblin, Galen. Yes, indeed. Very good job shipping.
It happens. I don't ship everything, but I do ship
a lot of things. A lot of the bottles that you currently have in your collection were gently packaged and shipped by Galen's graceful hands. Show them the hands.
Yes, these hands.
Beautiful. Shall we move along into the Ménage à Trois perfumes?
Okay.
Okay, viewer,
okay.
Ménage with us. Don't feel like that's asking a lot. Okay, well, weirdly, the first one up might be an interesting swerve because it's wild plum, green tea, and white jasmine, and that should help me distinguish a bit with in terms of what I'm smelling on the other hand. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe.
I always love these because I don't have to read anything on the computer screen. Mm-hmm. I can read the label. And that proves that my eyesight is still working on some level.
Sorry, what's in this?
Whoa! Wild plum, green tea, and white jasmine. Completely different. Horse of a very different color or no color. Because of the, whiteness of the jasmine.
That is very outdoorsy.
It's
hot summer outdoorsy.
It's a brighter scent for sure. It's brighter, it's greener overall.
It's so green.
It does have these like lovely fruit elements, but it's like the same brief kind of, but someone went in a vastly different direction in like some kind of reality TV design competition. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're like, you will make a summertime fruity tea scent. And then people just went and did what they needed to do, I guess.
They did what needed to be done for them.
There's like this lovely sharpness from the tea that's much more conspicuous.
Yeah.
And it blends with the kind of like a little sharpness from the jasmine, which is just like hits you and it's like, hello. And then the plum is contented to just sort of mellow out in the background and be like, hey, I'm a plum. Right?
I'm a plum. I'm hanging out. You want to hang out with me? I'm
is
a
that
plum.
Going to be like a problem?
Problem.
Problem.
For the plum.
Plum is just short for problem. Mo money, mo problems.
I'm
it's
done.
Really
I'm done with this video because I am
fruit.
too tickled. Problem.
We had this joke for a while where we would replace the word fuck in any famous movie quote with fruit as a way, because you know how they censor it on TV and they'll add a word that isn't the right word.
It's really jarring, yeah.
To like smooth it over, and it doesn't smooth it over because it's so jarring, but so like, like what was one of them?
Well, one of them was Basic Instinct, which was I wasn't dating him, I was fruiting him.
Right. That's the
good
one.
And then Showgirls, so they're both Verhoeven movies, was Fruitinate
Dancing ain't
fruitin'. Dancing ain't fruitin'.
Right, yeah. right. Dancing ain't fruitin'. So...
And people are just like turning the video off now. It's fine.
I don't know. I mean, they might when they hear that.
Think of other movie quotes that are famous with fuck in them.
Yeah,
and you just replace it with
fruit.
Giggle for hours.
But that being said, I have not been fruited like this in a long time.
The tea this is incredibly sharp.
Amazing.
And green.
This is like the summertime beverage that I want to drink. And in fact, we were at Boba Time the other day and I was looking at their fruity teas and I'm like, this is the template. This is it. I love a rich jasmine tea with a bit of fruit in it. And yeah, now I've got it. Love it. And I mean, jasmine is one of those notes that can knock people over from 5 feet away if you're not too careful, or maybe on purpose you do this. But this is a little more strategically deployed, hint of jasmine. So let us go on to the white clover, elderflower, and apple. Okay. Also sounds like something that I could get at Boba Time. Weirdly. I don't know why clover would be in the tea, but at this point I'm dangerously open-minded. Okay. This is on a different menu. Whoa. The clover is this like kind of rich green, and it's earthy, like it's like close to the ground. You know how the clovers be growing? There's something kind of rich and dark about this, like shady, but not because it's under cover of high shade, but like shady as in cool and like close to the earth, vegetation.
It doesn't say what kind of apple it is, but I would say that it's a green apple.
A plain old apple.
It's apple.
It's apple. What else do you need to know? I wasn't dating him, I was fruiting him. A drive-by fruiting. See, it goes the other way.
Yes. Oh, whoa,
I
Mrs.
know.
Doubtfire, watch your language.
I mean, there were a lot of unexpressed desires in that movie. So, the apple I like because apple can be a bit bold in the bottle, and I just am not super into smelling like, super
apple?
high apple-y situation.
High apple.
High apple. I don't do high apple drag. This is more of like a soft apple drag. Soft apple first time walking in a ball. What was the tea?
There's no tea in this.
Is it no tea?
That was the last
No
one.
tea, all shade? Oh, it's elderflower. Fascinating.
Right.
Okay. Overall, I guess it's still giving me this kind of lovely herbal tea, like cocktail sensation. It just doesn't go as sweet as I thought it would because of the apple. So it's kind of relatively subtle and understated and more gender neutral than you might. It's not some bombastic fruity floral.
Right.
It's just some kind of like light green, springy, summery, more like real world smell.
Oh, I'm definitely getting the elderflower now that the bottle has been open for a while.
Did I put some on? Are we just
out.
rambling without even trying it on?
Have not tried it on. Don't know.
We're truly hopeless. We really need like a director who can be like muttering off camera and be like, Galen gets to be that person when I have guests.
Crisp? Just so crisp.
It's crisp, it's grassy. It's very calming, very grounding. It's reminding me a little bit of Destroying Angel, which is it's like that's a mushroom scent from General Catalog, which is, again, cool, close to the earth. Sort of like papery, floral. Papery. There's something papery in this, too.
Yeah.
A bit. Oh. This is like a letter that a fairy writes to you, like formally notifying you.
The paper is made
danger that you're in.
Of a thin skin of apple.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute of a fairy to do that.
Don't be seduced.
Just writing little notes on apple skins.
I was like, this is a scent you would use to seduce a fairy, and then I'm like, maybe you should not seduce a fairy. That could be unwise.
That's not good. Don't do that.
That's not a sign of like a stable, sense of like personal safety.
No.
It's like the sweetness from the apple is like vanishing, and it really is giving me this papery, almost like dirt smell. Does that sound crazy? Is it different on me than it be on ye?
Wait. Yeah.
Doesn't that smell like Destroying Angel?
It does. On me, it's more apple-y. Right?
I mean, but look at your cheeks. I think that's why. Yes. All right. Well, now we're going to move on, because I'm already warming up. Cypress, patchouli, and mud. I like that it's just mud without further description. As we know in real life, and truly in real life, no two muds are quite the same. Cypress, patchouli, mud. Go. Those are like the 3 Powerpuff Girls in my gritty reboot. Cypress, patchouli, and mud.
I'm definitely smelling the cypress.
I'm definitely smelling the patchouli.
And the patchouli.
And cypress and patchouli are both so intense that the mud is going to be like, I mean, you know, it's going to emerge.
Oh, I smell it!
I smell the mud!
I was like, you know, kind of wandering around in there a moment, and then I was like, oh, holy shit, I'm standing in the mud.
Oh.
It's like
I am
all
the mud.
over me. I'm in the mud. I am the mud.
This is fucking sexy.
It's all that mud.
This is like, yeah, you know, like we're rolling in the mud and like stuff might happen. It's like, I think that's because of that's the responsibility of the patchouli. Like if you wear patchouli to like a mud puddle, wrestle, bottle battle, stuff might happen. And then that sharp cypress gives it this like kind of like green, you know, like that like evergreen note that kind of like it's just kind of flying off the skin.
I agree with you. It is sexy.
So it's like grounding, but also there's something like flying away. Like, I don't know, there's just like a lot of action happening in this. Yeah, isn't it sexy?
Yes. I like this mud.
It's really complicated. It's complicated.
It's like, it's funny because it's like, it's dirty but not outdoorsy necessarily.
Oh, I find it very outdoorsy.
Well, I
though.
mean, yes, but like not...
It's rowdy. This is a rowdy perfume.
Yeah.
This is the scent of rowdiness.
I didn't mean like outdoorsy, I meant like barnyard.
Oh,
like,
got it.
Because of like the mud.
Right.
I don't want people to be worried about the mud.
The mud is not the problem.
No, there's no problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that cypress has like that nice zing.
The cypress gives it a cleanness,
and the patchouli
and then the mud and the patchouli are dirty, and then it's just like, oh, you know, is this your arm? Is this my arm? You know, like, we're all just it's too rowdy and too dirty to really know for sure.
Yeah.
Is this making you uncomfortable, viewer? We're having like a Mènage in a mud puddle on live TV in our imaginations.
Wow.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Wow.
Interesting standout. I knew from the mud note because like we haven't really gone there before, especially like in a Mènage or a duet. It's usually something a little more specific.
Dirt, ground, earth, you know.
This is wet.
This is full on mud.
It's wet, it's dirty, and you're going to it's going to haunt you.
Oh wow, this is a surprise.
Yeah. This is a really good date night fragrance. Putting it out there. And then it's also good because if someone likes it, you can tell them what it is, and that's a real head scratcher.
You'd be like, am I into mud now?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
What a great way to find out that you're into mud play. Okay. The last one is Scorched Clove, Cinnamon Bark, and Tobacco Absolute. Also sounds like a great date night scent.
Yummy.
And I think that this perfume should date the mud perfume.
Oh, they would probably layer very nicely. Get like a dirty clove smell.
I'm promising you all a photo shoot arranged by Galen of these two perfumes out on a date. Will you do that?
Yes.
Can do. Okay. Well, let's smell it.
We
see
ship
if
it.
they have any hope of getting along. We ship.
We ship, as the chills say. The chillin'.
You're retired.
No.
No! Wow. Okay, so compared to what we just smelled, this one is a lot sweeter because of the cinnamon and clove. Is it clove?
It is.
Clove, cinnamon,
Scorched
tobacco?
clove, cinnamon, bark, and tobacco absolute.
It reminds me a little bit of Mad Sweeney.
That one did have that's got a clove in it.
A really kind of scorchy clove.
Is it Mad Sweeney? Or is it...
Yeah, I think.
Yes. We're trying to...
Maybe both. I don't know.
Huh?
Or no, Loki Lysmith. That's what I'm thinking of.
That is who you're thinking of. I was like, there's
Right.
someone that has like a nice singed clove smell.
Yeah. I got there
one.
eventually. Huh.
Or similar to our Thorns Clove cigarette collaboration.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Especially with the clove and the tobacco.
I'm getting the clove and cinnamon so strongly that I actually, and it's funny because tobacco's no slouch, but I'm gonna have to actually put it on the skin to, I think, get the full effect because you know what it's like.
I have admittedly worn this one a few times already. And
Gasp.
this is the one that I smelled like immediately because I love clove. And I was like, I want to know. I want to know.
This smells like a Bee Pal that I would have been obsessed with when I first started buying Bee Pal back in like 2006. I recently was digging around in my Gmail searching for stuff and accidentally discovered chats with Chris Kelly, Ms. Ariel Italic, about our, early Bee Pal wanderings, and it was really fascinating because I was like, girl, if you only knew what was waiting for you. I'm not getting like a strong like tobacco-y tobacco. I will say though that these are all like really well layered together, and there's just like a really cool, smoky, easygoing, mysterious vibe happen here.
Yes, in my experience with this scent, the tobacco comes out later. The clove and the cinnamon really are like screeching in the beginning, in a fun way. Rowdy party girls, and then they kind of
move on.
Sit down on the couch with the tobacco for a bit.
This is what people come here for, is for the voice of experience.
And the tobacco, when it does come out, from what again, my own experience, is just incredibly rich and just gorgeous.
I can
spicy,
sense,
gorgeous tobacco.
I can sense its presence. It is like a really kind of like smoky, spicy scent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so interesting that this is like, seems just as complex as any other much more multi-layered perfume that we might have.
Yeah.
She really has a way of doing a lot with a little for these monthly releases. What's that now?
I want to know.
Are you layering?
I want to know.
We're watching Icarus fly directly into the sun. All right. You're the one who has to live with yourself after.
Well, good thing I like both of these.
Yeah, but like I've seen some really strange monsters be born in experiments like this.
No, actually, this is pretty good. That's like a dirty clove.
Whoa. The green from the cypress takes it into a very weird place.
Yeah.
The mud, you're like standing in the mud. I don't know, it's funny. It reminds me, together, that reminds me of something that would be like in the last Unicorn collection. There's something about like...
That makes sense. The dirt and the spice.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of the Harpy scent.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that one has like, it's like horseradish or wasabi or something, and it was much more intense. But there's something here. Give that to me again. Please smell like this all summer.
Okay.
So...
My apple cheek.
A kiss to the apple cheek for you. You've unlocked something really great here.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion...
Summer power couple.
Lots of wonderful fruity floral teas. Blackberry Moon is... I'm getting more of the green tea. It's like, I don't know. Everything's evolving and changing. And
yeah.
We're different than we were when we started the video. So
fruity green tea.
That must be taken into consideration. Fascinating. So I stand by my comments based on what I'm smelling a bit later.
So do I, and I have it on film.
So...
Don't challenge me.
You became a different person when you blended those
Sorry,
perfumes.
getting a little spicy.
Ha! So we'll be coming back soon with ever more videos, lots to discuss. Never you fear. Disco really calmed down. Oh, he's like passed out on the floor over here.
Sleeping.
We won't rouse him. Just trust that everything's fine, and he will be back next time.
He says goodbye. He sends his love.
Disco sends love. Thoughts and prayers from Disco. I mean, and now is normally where the video should begin because we actually are not being distracted by a dog. So
Right.
if only we could get here before we start. Oh my gosh. Quick kudos to
Yes.
my friend Ernie who made us this incredible, whatchamacallit, clapboard that claps. And the only reason there's nothing written on it yet is because we discovered we did not have a dry erase marker between us. So we're going to remedy that.
It's fine. We have, we have an errand to run today.
We have a customized 15 minutes of FUME clapboard. We have the big errand of the day is dry erase marker. So that sounds like summer. And have a good one, everyone. And please take care of yourselves. And we will be back very soon.
Yeah.
Bye now.